What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now I just got a fragrance haul in today, so I'm gonna be giving you my first impressions, sort of. Some of these they got here yesterday. I opened all of them up. 3 I already sprayed. One I have not sprayed at all. I wanted to get my initial first reaction on camera. This one I'm stoked for. Is the one I'm more excited for. I've been having this on my list for I don't know, 6 months maybe, something like that. But when it came out, it got released, I think somewhere around there. I can't remember the release date, but when I heard of it, I wanted to buy it, so I had it on my list. And I finally went around to picking it up because I just haven't been buying fragrances, and it's been about a year since I had ordered fragrances. And this last month I started buying again because I had so many fragrances. I was like, you know what? Let me just enjoy what I have, and no need to be piling on more and more fragrances, right? Let me go through a few of these bottles and whatnot first and enjoy them before I start purchasing again. So now I kind of got that bug again. I was like, you know what, let me start getting some stuff. I've emptied out maybe 6 or 7 bottles this last year and a half or so. And then I sold a few. So I was like, you know what, we're getting some space in the where I put them at. It's like I'm getting some space now. Maybe order some more and put them right there, right? So yeah, like I said, got some new in. And there was this fragrance buy sale after I made this order. Shit went on sale, and I was like, right after I already made my order. So I went ahead and made another order. So that one will come in next week. So we're gonna have 2 consecutive weeks with fragrance haul, right? So let's check out what I picked up. The first one is this one. I don't know if you guys do this. Let me know in the comment section. I usually keep the boxes in case I wanna resell them or something, right? In case I don't like the fragrance, or maybe use half of it. Once it's like halfway, sometimes I'll just start selling a lot of them that are halfway in a bundle deal or something. And one of the things I do is I leave this, the xylophone, the plastic, I leave it on the boxes. I don't know if you guys do this. I only cut the top off. I cut it off with scissors, and then so I can open it, right? That way I could take the fragrance out of the box like so, just like a regular box, but I leave the plastic on there. I know a lot of people take the complete plastic off. Just a habit of mine. So yeah, this is the first one. All of them already have the top off like this. They've all been cut open. This is a real nice bottle. Looks slick. I like the look of the bottle and the tin. It's like a blue. Looks pretty fresh. The cap holds. I mean, you could probably, yeah, you could hold it like that. I wouldn't hold it from here. Always hold them from the bottom. Never hold them from the cap. But this one, I feel like you can. It's on there pretty snug. Look. Actually, you most definitely can hold it from the top. This thing's pretty hard to take off. As you can see here, it has this ridge. So yeah, once it's down here, to get over this ridge, it locks in real nice. As you saw right now, I was struggling with that shit. And I've been, been trying to get some exercise in, and I struggled. So anyways, it's called Blue by Ashmal. Let me see the name here. Ajmal. There it is. Bam. That's the name right there. So the bottle looks pretty slick. The box looks cool. One thing I don't like, it's kind of wide. It's thin and wide, so it's real big, like real tall, but it's thin, right? But either way, you could hold it pretty good. So let's check out the sprayer. Not a bad sprayer. Now this one, on the air, this shit is fire. It smells real good. You know what? Yesterday when I tried it, I just sprayed it on my hand. I didn't spray it in the air and get whiffs of it. This smells really good in the air, man. Wow, it smells 10 times better in the air than it does when I sprayed it in my hand. I didn't give it a full wear, like I said. I just sprayed it on my hand real quick. Actually, let's spray over here. Yeah, and this smells good. Now some people say this is a kind of like a Abercrombie Finch, the fragrance. I haven't smelled that in so long. I can't really remember what it smells like, but I know they also say Percival smells like that one. And I do own Percival from Parfums de Marly, and so by default you would say this one smells like Percival, right? This one, it does have that alcoholic perfumey type of smell. That's, it's made in the lab. It's chemicals and whatnot. You do get that, but that always lasts 10 seconds or 15 seconds or whatever. It doesn't last long. You just let it dry up. So I know when some people say, oh, you get that synthetic smell, game over, it's a wrap, this fragrance sucks. That's not the case, guys. That shit lasts like 10 seconds. You gotta just let it settle in. That means nothing. At least to me, that means nothing, because those 10-15 seconds are gonna be over and done with by the time you put the bottle back away, right? So now, letting it settle in, Very fresh, very clean smelling. Does it smell like Percival? I have that Percival bottle, but I have it at my parents' house. Do not have it here at home, so or else I could try both of them next to each other. But I remember Percival being a little more this is more translucent, like the bottle. You know how the bottles see through and whatnot? That's kind of how this fragrance is. Translucent, it's light, right? And I remember Percival being heavier than this. It's not a heavy scent, it's a fresh scent as well, but it felt heavier than this. Almost like wasn't creamy, but I would say almost like, also not like your white flowers, but you know how your white flowers are not light and translucent, they have like some weight to them. That's how I remember Percival being, but I would say more towards the creamier side, right? And I remember being fresh, clean smell, real mass appealing. It was one of my favorite Parfums de Marly. It's actually the only bottle I own because I liked it that much. And this one smells real good. I think I got this for 20 bucks. So I think 2023, something like that at Fragrance Buy. So totally worth the money. Not sure about performance, how long it's gonna last. But I get like a light fruity vibe. Not sure what fruit that would be because I did not check the notes on this. But it smells real nice. It's not a strawberry or a cherry. Could it be a real light, translucent pear? It can be. It just might be actually. Maybe a pear or a lemon. I mean a lemon. Or maybe a melon. Maybe a real light melon or a real light pear. Either way, it's done in a way where it's not real distinct of what fruit it is, right? But it smells clean. Like I said, it's a total winner for me. If it stays 5 hours with this smell, total winner. Let's check out the next bottle. All right, the next bottle. This is from Paris Corner. I'm not familiar with the brand. This is the first bottle that I've bought from this brand. So I think it's a clone house. And this one is called Killer Oud. So this is from their Oud line. And this one's called Overdose, is the name of the actual fragrance itself. It's supposed to be a play on Overturn. And these are supposed to be like imitation of the Maj fragrances, right? This Oud line. So look at the box. Clearly looks like the Maj boxes. It says Overturn right there. When I cut this one open, I had to cut it from down here. I was going to cut it from the top, but then I remember these boxes open from the bottom. So I cut it down here. Bam. Release it like that. The box is kind of cheaply made, but at the end of the day, it's just the box, so who cares, right? They did put some effort into it to try to make it look like the real deal, so I do appreciate that. But I would have been just as happy if it was on a box like this, just a basic box, right? Now the bottle. The bottle does somewhat, it's a little more important to me. And this bottle's nice. Look at that shit. Bam! It has this frosted look with this light brown hue to it. Almost like whiskey or something. This bottle, you know what it reminds me a lot of? It reminds me of that, the Giorgio Armani Stronger With You cologne, right? So it's in a frosted bottle like that. I have that one, and that one smells real nice. I'm a fan of it. And this bottle looks just as cool. Except it has this, the top kind of sucks. I don't like the shape of it, but it's a sturdy top. And it has this thing that's kind of whack. Like, I'm not a fan of this either. But yeah, the bottle itself looks cool. And it looks a lot like the Maj bottles, and it looks like the Overturn, right? So I was like, let me pick up the clone. If I like it enough, I might go ahead and buy the bottle. I just didn't want to blind buy it because Maj is a little bit expensive. So I was like, let me see if I like it first before I go ahead and buy the real deal. So gave it 2 sprays right now. Wow, this one, the alcoholic smell doesn't last too long, right? So this one's real nice right off the top. I really enjoyed it. It has a bit of a cinnamon type smell, like a spice, with some ashy type of note, almost like a tobacco note. Yeah. So this one, I sprayed these yesterday once each, like I'm doing right now, and I was getting about 6 hours. I think I got about 5 hours. I didn't get to 6. I think I had it on for like 5 hours and I hopped in the shower. And it was still, I could still smell it. It was still kicking. I wouldn't say it's like beast mode, but the longevity was good and it was noticeable, right? I mean, I did only put 1 spray on my wrist. Today I put 2 sprays right now. Smells nice. I enjoyed it enough. I'm gonna wear this, give this some full wearings, enjoy it for a while before I go ahead and buy the the overturn, or we'll see. If I find a deal on overturn, I'll buy it ahead of time and buy it early, right? If I find it around $100, $120, somewhere in that ballpark, and depending how full it is, I might go ahead and buy it. If not, I'm just gonna enjoy this one for a minute before I get that one. It might not even be this winter. We'll see. We'll see. Not in a big hurry, but it is one I'm gonna add to the collection. This one for me again, total winner. This one knocked it out of the ballpark for me. $20. This one I believe was 30. Also great, knocked it out of the ballpark as well. I think I was probably more impressed with this one though. This is more something I like both, but it's something that I would get heavy use out of. I would wear like something I could wear every day, right? Like a signature scent type of thing. Getting a little bit of sweetness as well, but I'll say more spicy tobacco is what I'm gonna go with from the smell I'm getting. I think the Ahmed one has like a lime note with the tobacco, or a bergamot or something like that. I have to go check the notes on this one and on the original, but yeah, this I'm digging. So yeah, both of these were winners. I'm happy with both. Can't wait to give them full wearing. Another one from the Killer Oud line from Paris Corner. This one's called Ethic. This is supposed to be a play on Epic Man. I'm familiar with the Epic Man box, and it looks a lot like this. So they did a good job replicating the box itself. Now here's the bottle. Bam. This bottle is green and translucent. You see, like you can see through it to my hand. On the original, it's green, but it's like a darker green. It's not as, you can see through it to see how much juice you have, but it's not as easy to see through it. You have to put it like in front of the light and so forth. This one, it's more clear. It's like that blue bottle I just showed you, except it's green. Has this thing again. This one, the top, look at this. It does not snap onto place. And on that overturn, which is the same brand, same bottle design, it snaps into place a lot easier. So, you know, quality control, man. This one's not the same as the other one. So yeah, no consistency there. They are cheap clone house, so can't expect a lot when it comes to you know, the physical build of the bottles and sprayers and so forth. So matter of fact, let's spray this one. I didn't spray the other one. The sprayer is okay. It doesn't smell too bad in the air. And you saw the sprayer right now, it wasn't too bad either. It's not a terrible fragrance, but one thing I'm gonna tell you about this one was a bust for me. First of all, I have a decant of Memoir Man, and when I had that decant, it did not have the name on it. It just had a picture of the bottle. So the bottle's black. Me, in my head, I thought it was like the dark green. So I was like, oh, it's Epic Man. So I bought this clone. And then when I smelled it, I was like, I don't think it's this one. And I went back and I sprayed the decant. I was like, nah, it's not the same. I was like, it's Memoir Man then. It's the black bottle. It just looks like a dark green, but it's black on the picture of my decant. So, got this one, the wrong one. At least it was a clone. I did not buy the original one. Then I would have been pissed. Like, I bought this bottle and it's freaking, not the correct fragrance, right? So, as I got the clone, I'm not out too much, 30 bucks. Fragrance itself, I'm disappointed because it wasn't what I was looking for. But the scent itself is not bad. It's like a fresh and green. As you can tell, the bottle is green. It's supposed to be taken in a Ahmed fragrance, so you would think it'd be like a little bit complicated and so forth. I don't find this to be the most complicated. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a mass appealing scent, but it's not like a very niche scent that's just for like specific people, right? It's a nice scent. Like I said, it's green, it's fresh, just like the bottle. It's green, and you can see through it, so it's not like a heavy scent. That's how this one is. It's maybe like some grass with some type of citrus. Not a bad smell. It's my least favorite out of the bunch in this haul, and also the projection is not there. It's there for maybe 15 minutes, and then it just becomes a skin scent where you can't really smell it that much unless you're smelling yourself like that. So that was a bummer for me, and it only lasts about 3 hours. I wore this one yesterday, and I reapplied twice, hopped in the shower, then wore it again after I hopped in the shower. And yeah, it just didn't last too much. At least on my skin, on someone else's skin, it might last longer. Also, we're in cold weather right here. You know, I'm gonna hold off on it. I'm gonna hold off till maybe in the summer with the sun. Maybe it'll project more, or maybe it'll last longer with the heat. Who knows, right? Who knows? So I'm gonna try it again in the summer. It also has that vibe of maybe a spring summer type of fragrance. I don't think this is not a smell that's like a cold weather type of scent. Fragrance of the haul right here. Now this one, the first three I showed were, it's about 75 bucks for all three, or 78, something like that. This one by itself was more than all three of those. This one was a little over 100. I've been having on my wish list since the day came out, but you know, I wasn't in any hurry. You know, I was like, just play the waiting game, wait for the price to drop at a price I like. And that fragrance is Acqua di Gio, the Eau Parfum. I think when it came out it was like 140, 150. And I was like, yeah, no way, I'm not gonna pay that. It's way too expensive. I kind of know what to expect from these fragrances, and it's not gonna be worth that in my opinion, right? So the box, simplistic, the same as the rest. The bottle, it's you know, you've seen one bottle, you've seen them all cookie cutter, but they do change in color. They're not all the same color and so forth. The top is real nice. It's like a wood top. It's like a black color, and it almost feels like if it's real wood. Real nice. The atomizer and so forth. Sprayed in the air. I've always liked the atomizers on these. In the air, this smells real good. Real invigorating. Fresh, citrusy, clean smelling, as I was expecting it to be. This kind of has a little bit of similarities to the original. Now, I have not worn the original in quite a while, years, and smells good, man. I like it. Now, you know what? Wait up. I was spraying it a minute ago. I had opened it and I was pressing the thing so it could come out. And then right now I just got a full spray in the air. It smells real good. Yeah, it's a nice citrusy smell, very clean. It's kind of similar to the original from what I remember of it, but except I'm not getting the white florals that the original has. Because the original has some white florals that gives it this this nuance to it, almost like a salty smell, right? Here I'm not getting that salty smell. I'm getting almost like I want to say it's a orange and a bergamot. Not 100% sure. I have not checked the notes. This fragrance, is it worth like $100? I think you could probably find something better at that price, but I really like it. It's a bit simplistic, nothing amazing, but I do like the Acqua di Gio line. I like to collect it. I like the bottles. My favorite would probably be the Absolute. I think Absolute's my favorite one. And my favorite bottle, by far, my favorite bottle is the original bottle. That frosted look, very classic. I would dare say it's iconic. Like, everyone knows that bottle. When you see it, you know what fragrance it is. It was so popular for so long. And yeah, that's easily my favorite bottle. I kind of wish this bottle was like that. But this bottle, it's okay. But I wish it had that frosted look. The smell is very reminiscent of the original. Actually, I don't know. I'm almost tempted to buy a bottle of the original just to compare them. But man, I think that thing's still like $70, $80. And at that price, it is not worth it. You could find so many other fragrances at a cheaper price that probably smell similar or if not better. So yeah, I would want it just to have it in the collection, the bottle. If I could find it cheaper at around $40, I might pick it up. Because I do want to smell the difference between the two. Because it's very reminiscent of that one. I wonder how long it lasts. I don't know. Have to give it a few wearings. Can't wait for summer to kick in so I can wear this bad boy. Like I said, I like the majority of these from the Acqua di Gio line and the Armani Code line. And I like the bottles. I like to collect the bottles and so forth as well. It's a line I've been a fan of since, you know, like 2000 or whatnot. Like since I was like in high school. I always liked the line. And yeah, so once I started collecting, I knew this is going to be a brand I collect because it's bottles I already bought all the time. When the new ones came out, it's something I would want to wear. So it's no different. I was like, that's not going to change. The only difference is that now I'm not going to go through the bottles as quick. So they're going to pile up and I'll have all of them, right? So that's pretty cool. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes. And you know what? The opening on this Acqua di Gio, real nice opening. Really enjoyed it. But 20 minutes in, it's kind of gotten very simplistic. It's not as good as the opening, right? It's I think it's gonna stay this way the rest of the way. I'll do a review on this later once I give it more wears, and I'll probably maybe wait for summer, or maybe I'll do a review, then I'll do another review at summer once I wear it at summer, just to see how my opinion differs or the performance and so forth difference from wearing it in winter and wearing it in summer, right? But so far, yeah, it's okay. Not worth the $100 though, that's for sure. This is strictly this was kind of knew what I was gonna get, but it was strictly for the collection. It's a buy I knew I was gonna make regardless because I wanted to add it. I also wanna try there's some cool waters because I do like some of the cool water bottles as well. So I still want there's the Reborn that just came out, and I still need the Eau Parfum of that one as well. I was not the biggest fan of the Intense, to be honest with you. I rarely wear it, so that one I might resell later down the road, or who knows, right? But those two I do want to try, and I think there was another new one, a sage one. So I need to, a grapefruit and sage, there you go. I need to try that one as well. So those are going to be on my list. Am I going to hurry to get them right now? I mean, they constantly, when they restock them, they go out of stock real quick, so they're selling, right? So yeah, if I find them, maybe I'll pick them up. If not, it's no big hurry. Again, I'm gonna be buying fragrances the rest of my life, so I'm playing the long game. I'll eventually get to them, right? As far as for views and so forth, I know it's better to get them right when they come out, so that's when people are searching for them and so forth. But hey, it is what it is, right? So yeah, guys, I think the big winner for me right now, I was really impressed with this one. And I mean, I love Percival, so it's not a big surprise, I guess. Next time I go to my parents, I'm bringing my bottle of Percival so I could compare the two, right? See how close they actually are and aren't. But I would love Percival since the first time I tried it, and I love this one right now upon the first time trying it as well. So yeah, if you guys like the video, go ahead and hit that like button. You know, really appreciate the support. It goes a long way. And other than that, hopefully you also hit the subscribe button. That will keep you updated next time a new video drops. And I'll just check you guys out next time.